The Ladder of the Planets, produced and directed by Reverend Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen. In this video, Dr. Mullen will look at the various intersections of planets and their significance in our lives.
This is astrologer Dikki Jo Mullen in Orlando, Florida, with a technique for learning astrology from medieval times called the Ladder of the Planets. In learning about astrology, the study of the stars, and all of the potentials this wonderful science holds for making the best of the hand fate deals each of us, geometric patterns or mandalas can be very helpful. And this begins with the learning about the triplicities, the signs of the same element, that is the fire, earth, air, and water signs, and the 120-degree angles in the 360 degrees of the zodiacal wheel, the grand trines. They show the temperament. Quadruplicities are the expressions of action. These are your cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs, and they're 90 degrees apart. There are 4 of them, and they can form a T-square aspect or a grand cross. Then there are the 6 pairs in the 12 signs of the zodiac called the positive or negative, masculine and feminine polarities. And that's not a gender sort of a thing. It has to do with the energies within each of us. The masculine or positive signs are called the fire and the air signs, and the feminine signs are the water and the earth. The ladder of the planets is a way of looking at all of these that goes back to the medieval astrology texts. It's kind of fallen out of favor in recent astrology books, but it's a really good way to really understand these relationships and to deepen your grasp of astrology. The latter predates the discovery of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, but modern astrology sometimes includes these outer planets in the diagram. The ladder of the planets is the organization of the 12 zodiac signs into the 6 pair, and each pair has a similar planetary ruler. Beginning at the bottom, or the first rung, you will see the circle with the dot in it and the crescent moon. That's the sun and the moon. Moving up in the second ring, there will be the planet Mercury and the signs that it rules, which are Gemini and Virgo. The third rung has to do with Venus and the signs that it rules, Taurus and Libra. The fourth rung is Aries and Scorpio, ruled by Mars, but I've put Pluto in there as the modern ruler of Scorpio. The fifth rung, you will see Sagittarius and Pisces, ruled by Jupiter, and then the modern ruler of Pisces, which is Neptune. The sixth rung at the top is Capricorn and Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, and the modern ruler, of course, is Uranus. The first rung, going back to the bottom, are the luminaries, or the lights in our heavens, the sun and the moon. Of course, they're not technical planets. We call them that sometimes just to simplify things, but they're really luminaries, and all placements in the signs of Cancer and Leo will be put there in your chart, and they all fall somewhere in the birth chart. The sun is your dynamic, take charge energy. It shows where you will shine on your ladder. The moon is passive, receptive, instinctual programming, and has a lot to do with your heredity and early life. The second rung, which is the Gemini, Virgo, Mercury rung, will be your perceptions, ability to learn and adapt, communication, knowledge, but also your health habits and the way habits affect overall well-being. The third rung, which is the Venus-ruled signs of Taurus and Libra, show your social relationships, the need for companionship, beauty, art, music, and the environment. Also justice and money as a medium of exchange, compassion, partnerships, all business and personal interactions with others are at your third rung. The fourth rung, the Mars-Pluto rung, and this is the Aries-Scorpio energy, is regeneration, also motivation, moving forward, competition, physical activity, and sports. Among my young clients, many of them want to know if they're going to be sports stars. I hear that so often. Can I make the NBA? And it's usually someone who's about 5'2" that says that. But you know, miracles happen, things do show. Look at that rung of the chart, number 4, to see whether you're going to be a sports star. And Pluto is going to be the ability to use primary resources to survive and tremendously extra energies. The fifth rung, the Jupiter, Sagittarius, Pisces, Neptune rung, is traditions that respond and grow beyond the individual, social consciousness, and also spiritual or religious environments. The fifth rung is the benevolent connection of resources, good luck, and spiritual creativity. Rung number 6, which is your Capricorn, Aquarius, Saturn rung, is the ability to be organized and conscientious, to fulfill expectations, to work within parameters in order to grow and be free beyond them. That would be the influence of Uranus. Look at this mandala, place your own planets at birth in the ladder, and see how this coherent system can help you to understand how to progress astrologically through relationships from one to another toward higher consciousness, using astrology for today, rooted in the earliest beginnings of this wonderful science of the stars.